Had you lived your life in two different lifestyles? Well, I'm going to show you. My name is Max Ray, and I'll be talking about my family. First off, we'll start with my dad. So, on my dad's side, Ray is a German name. And so, according to my grandma, I'm assuming that I am part German, because that's what my grandma said, because I never disagree with my grandma. But mainly we are a redneck country type of people. So we love hanging out in the woods or in the boony areas, have campfires, have a couple drinks, stuff like that. Excuse me. But the older folks of the family are more the country people. They like to sit down, chillax, have a couple drinks and stuff. While the kids like myself and my cousins are the rednecks. We do a lot of stupid stuff to entertain. I mean, of course, don't get me wrong. We do the work, but we also do a lot of stupid stuff to entertain or have fun, basically. My dad's side are pretty much working class. They like working. They like working with their hands. That's where my dad comes into play, and he likes working with his hands. He likes doing manual labor stuff. So, that's where I pretty much got my work ethic and his attitude. That's where I get that from him, basically. And so, he's my best friend, basically. He was the handyman of the household. He would fix anything pretty darn well. And so anything that I need help fixing on or confused or anything, either be patching a hole in a wall or changing oil in my car or something like that, I would go to him if I need help or I have no idea what I'm doing. And so here's a cool story, and this is where it kind of connects to my mom and my dad. My grandpa brought my dad and my uncles to a camp run by Native Americans, which I thought was cool. And so one night, the counselor did a ceremony to see what animal spirits they were. And so my dad, the second oldest out of 4 brothers, he was the brown bear. And so in our household, you see a lot of swords and knives and brown bears. And my dad loves to collect knives. And so that's where I kind of get that too as well. So that's my dad's side. Mom's side. According to my grandpa, he's part Native American, which I'm going to assume that I'm part Native American too. And I don't know what tribe though, so don't quote me on it. But so I'm part Native American, and that's where the connection kind of fuses into my mom and my dad's side. So I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty much my mom's side are the well-mannered people. I mean, meaning that instead of my dad's side going to weddings and fancy stuff, we would wear plaid shirts, button up, and jeans and stuff like that, basically. While on my mom's side, we would wear khakis, button-up shirts, suits and ties, basically. And don't get me wrong, it's cool to kind of dress up once in a while, but not all the time, you know. So, they were pretty much raised in a household where it was tradition, basically. I mean, meaning that my grandma did all the cooking and cleaning within the household, and my grandpa did all the manual labor stuff. So it was one funny story I can say is that my mom, forced me to help clean the kitchen with my grandma, help her out. And so I went to help out a little bit, and I mean like 3 seconds, my grandma slaps me on the hand, tells me to go outside and go play, basically. And it was a real moment in time where I listened to my grandma and then my mom. I mean, you can't say no to grandma. I mean, you can't say no to grandma. You just can't. And pretty much my mom is really good with numbers. She's a CPA, so anything structural wise, she is really good at. And so anything I need help structured with, either it be financial or just something planned, I go to her if I need help, and she'll help me out. And she's like, again, she's really good at planning stuff, like structure wise, and she's really good with numbers, and I'm blessed, I guess, to have those two. So yeah, my life. So I was influenced by superheroes. I thought they were the coolest thing ever in the whole world and want to be one of them. And that's what led up to martial arts. When I was young, I was bullied a lot. And one day, got picked on pretty hard. And my parents actually brought out the idea of martial arts or karate. Karate is where I first started. And over that, I mean, my parents kind of supported me and gave me the idea of doing martial arts. So martial arts was probably one of the biggest things I ever done, ever. It gave me the confidence boost. It gave me humble. It gave me discipline. It gave me, I guess, a sense of purpose to do things. Parkour was more of a freedom thing. I mean, I gotta have the inner redneck just go out and have freedom. And so, I mean, at the time, I was a thrill junkie. I mean, I would jump off roof to rooftop like a superhero would. And just have that adrenaline kicking in, and then have that, like, run down, and just have that, it feels good. And then, and of course, I was a hard worker too. I mean, I did most of the hard labor stuff, and so I was used to doing that too. So that's part of my life, and yeah. And my parents supported me in doing all these, and I am very grateful of having that. So my goals for the future, so I have a plan A, B, and C. A is the military. Just having that, like, sense of, for me, I have more of a guardian/warrior type mindset. And so just me going to the military or law enforcement just fulfills that purpose that I guess that's inside of me. And plus, it'd be cool to have a law enforcement or military person in my family. And then, of course, my last one is own a campground. Sorry for misspelling it, but that's supposed to have a G in there. But I mean, I thought it'd be pretty cool to own a campground. I mean, just having like the woods and all that stuff. Oh man, it just have nature there. I think that'd be pretty cool. And of course, my parents would enjoy having walks in there and all that stuff. And yeah. So that is it. That is it on my mom and dad's side, and how they influenced my life and supported me, and how my life will continue further into the world. Thank you.